Hey guys, Darkovica here, and I have just been doing an A-plus bang-up job of keeping these vlogs going. I am on the ball, on top of it. No, I'm sorry, I've been doing terribly. I am still in a position where I'm on break. I'm unable to do live streaming and I'm unable to do recording, which has been very interesting for me. Because, this is kind of an enforced break, which I would never have taken in the olden days, if y'all remember how much it hurt to miss one day, and I used to upload every single day. It took a very long time for me to make manageable, human schedules for someone who works full time. But yeah, no, it's been an interesting experience for me to be on this kind of enforced break. Again, it's nothing crazy. It's just we're moving things around right now. And that does actually mean that I don't have half of my equipment. So, yeah, I literally just can't. But basically, it's been a chance for me to sort of sit back and think about what it is that I want to do. Because obviously we've been doing things the same for a long time. And I don't know if it's me, but I hate keeping things the same. And I've been going back through my channel and looking at older videos and finding that videos that did not succeed back then, over time, actually did really, really well. Which upsets me because 90% of those were series that I didn't continue past like episode 7. So you can see where I'm kind of going with this. I'm kind of like sitting back and really rethinking the whole I don't finish anything situation. And also, just my editing and what I want to do and how am I going to structure it and what made stuff go. And it's an interesting experience because I can't actually do anything. It's just me sitting here thinking. So, what do I want to do when I come back from this enforced hiatus? But, long story short, there's lots of forced relaxation. And part of that relaxation, actually, has been two things going on in my life that I kind of wanted to talk about. One of which is sword fighting. I may have mentioned this in my previous vlog, which I no longer remember because it was so long ago, but I picked up sword fighting, and I also actually, that was not what I was going to say. I may have mentioned this. I'm more active on Twitter. Twitter knows that I picked up sword fighting. I mashed those two thought processes together. Sorry, my brain went a little faster than my mouth. Yeah, no, I'm really active on Twitter, and I've been talking about this a lot on Twitter, so the 5 people that follow me there that aren't bots already know about this. But yeah, I picked up sword fighting, and it's specifically, the historical European sword fighting, specifically called HEMA, which stands for Historical European Martial Arts. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's basically taking, European fighting from like the Middle Ages. So you have long sword, dagger, battle axe or war axe, pole axe, other things like staff and stuff like quarterstaff. So it takes all of that and it's bringing back that kind of, it was sort of considered, as far as I understand, I'm very new to this. As far as I understand, it was considered a lost art. And for a while, I guess people just assumed that back in the day, knights sort of just hacked at each other and there was no actual method to it. And then some manuscripts were found and now we're in the process of translating those. And they are still being translated. It is very much a new art, this form of learning and this form of martial arts. Also, I hope you guys didn't mind the filter I put on the last video. I just liked it and I felt like being extra. I don't know. Filter. There's probably gonna be a filter on this one. What even is my channel anymore? Like, who cares? But no, it's been a pretty cool several weeks and I'm still going with it. I had to miss this Sunday because I believe I have screwed up my shoulder. Not from the sword fighting, like you might think. I'm 80% positive it's because of stress. So I'm pretty sure, I'm 20% positive it's not because of sword fighting because I haven't landed on it. And it's also not my main arm, it's my left shoulder. So we did break fall training a little while ago, which is really cool if you don't know what that is. It's learning how to fall and not kill yourself. So I'm still here, I succeeded. No, it's an interesting experience. I'm actually having like a lot of fun doing it. I'm not good at it at all. I'm not supposed to be, but obviously I am still kind of figuring out how to actually hit people, which you would think would not be that difficult, but no, it is surprisingly weird to someone who's not used to purposely trying to hit someone. So half of the issue is me. Like I literally will tell my when we pair up and stuff to like fight, do training together, I'll be like, just give me a good whack in the face. We wear protective gear, but I'm like, give me a good whack in the face to get over it, because otherwise I'm going to be a little pansy, afraid to get struck with a sword. It is disconcerting, even with a giant fencing helmet on, to see a sword coming straight for you. Not the most pleasant thing, but I'm starting to get over it, and I'm starting to like really get into the whole act of trading blows and feeling another sword against yours, and it's actually like a really therapeutic thing, and it's also just, me being active so that I don't just sit 24/7. So, that's something that I'm really enjoying about my life. And another thing that I started doing in my spare time, when I have my computer available, is I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV again. Yay! I picked up Final Fantasy XIV, and I have actually been very successful with that MMO. As many of you may recall, I have a lot of issues with MMOs, specifically super social anxiety. I am terrified of other people in MMOs only. Nowhere else on the internet. It's just MMOs. I literally, if someone comes up and talks to me, I will log out of terror, sheer terror. Just no one talk to me. But in 14, I was like, well, I can't really do much else right now, so I'm just gonna try and get over this, I guess. I don't know. So I reinstalled for. You might be wondering about such a strange cut. I got a phone call. Forgot to put my phone on silent or something. Well, anyways, so in 14, I picked it up, and I've been enjoying myself very much in 14. I even joined the guild. Imagine that. And I've been talking with people, and sort of, I've done like 3 dungeons, and I've done all right. I actually have 7 commendations, which was like extremely emotional for me. I like found the bit where it shows like what commendations you have, or actually no, that was how I found out that you get commendations. I was like, what's that? And then I was looking through my player profile, and then I saw that I had like 3, commendations, and I was just kind of like, people like me. So that was kind of, emotional for me, for someone who is extremely socially anxious in MMOs. But no, everyone in 14 is really nice, which is really strange to me, because I'm used to the concept of like people in MMOs as being absolute trash. I should word it like that, but you get what I mean. And I think it's because 14 really rewards people for being nice. Like, there's a reason to have new players. There's a reason to have new players in your guilds. There's a reason to help new players. So if you're doing a dungeon and there's a person doing the dungeon who's new, everyone gets added experience points for helping the newbies. So there's like, 14 really rewards people for being nice. It's like, be nice or you're not going anywhere kind of thing. So I honestly I feel like way more comfortable in 14 than I felt in a lot of MMOs ever. And I was starting to think about that too, because I was like, what really is the root of this? Because it's really odd to specifically only have social anxiety and MMOs. And I was thinking about RuneScape, which I've talked about before, because I had actually a really fun experience in RuneScape to start. I had an experience where I basically stayed in the chicken coop forever. That's all I did. I gained like 25 levels in the chicken coop, and people were buying feathers from me, and actually people were really nice to me. The second I left the chicken coop, though, I remember this. I had a horrible time. I got stalked by a level 1 player who was in nothing but his underwear, demanding I strip my character down because she was a girl. And that was really annoying until a GM teleported in, killed him, and then ran. And then after that, I got pressured by another player to join his group, and then he made me follow him. And he took me out literally into the middle of a forest with monsters of a level that I couldn't beat on my own. And it was so... by the way, I was 11 at the time. Max 12, okay? I was quite young, and I was peer pressured into following this dude out into the middle of a forest, and it was so creepy and so unnerving and so weird. He spoke very little. It was very creepy. I immediately killed the game and never logged back in because I was so scared that he was just going to be waiting there for me. It was like creepypasta levels before creepypasta was a thing. So I think that's what scared me. I was afraid he was going to like somehow know where I lived, because of course this was when I was young enough that my parents were scaring me about the internet. You know, if you talk to people, they're going to know where you live and they're going to come after you, and never give away any information about yourself. And so I think that's the root of my extreme anxiety with people in MMOs, because anytime I have ever like talked to people online, something weird always happened, right? Specifically in MMOs. So I think that just cemented itself at the back of my mind, and I just assume that everyone is going to try to kill me or something. I don't know. I had a friend who explained that he was probably taking me out past I guess the safe area, and he was going to force me into PvP and kill me and steal all my stuff. Sounds about right. That's probably what he was going to do. Or he was Slenderman and I was actually about to die to creepypasta levels. Anyways, so yeah, that's basically everything I've been up to recently. You know, I'm a bit tired, I'm sure you can tell. I'm obviously not wearing makeup this round because I was too lazy to put some on, and also I have sword fighting later, and it would be very odd to walk into sword fighting with a lot of makeup. But yeah, as far as, you know, I was going to talk about wedding stuff, but this video has already gone on long enough, so, you know, I'll talk about that next time. And, yeah, I'll see you guys later. And God King R left a bunch of questions on the last video. If you guys want to leave questions in the comment section below for me to answer, I am planning on making a vlog about that. I just kind of wanted to touch on some of the other cool parts about my life, I guess, such as it is. And, yeah, so post your comments below, and I will hopefully get to a vlog where I answer those comments sometime within the next month. I'm joking. I would like to do that very soon. Bye.